Anyways, he has a Colossus, or TrickyJello has a Colossus on the way, and it looks like he just completed the extended thermal lance. So he's going to be able to wipe up most ground forces without much of a problem. So hopefully we can get some Mutalisks, which are on the way currently, from Serenoc. Now he is in fact spreading his creep, which I believe is like absolutely necessary for Zerg players. This map does have a longer distance to get to your opponent's side of the map, but if you could just get out into the center area, it would greatly increase your ability to get surrounds and such like that. However, there isn't much area to get a surround over here because of this chasm. If that chasm wasn't there, I would have to put a lot more favor for the Zerg map. I do believe that the Zerg is at a major, not a major disadvantage, but a pretty hefty disadvantage. He is going to be able to macro up pretty easily on this map, but his units are going to be a lot weaker against the Protoss, I believe, because there are a lot of chokes. But he is moving in these Mutalisks here to harass the Protoss player. I don't know exactly how effective they're going to be. Oh, he doesn't have anything defending over here, but he does have the Stalkers pretty close. I apologize for my computer lagging a little bit here, but it looks like it's cleared itself up. The Mutalisks are moving in, and I do... Oh, he's getting quite a few kills here. Looks like he just got 6 probes, which is helpful, and he has stopped all mining. But this other base over here is indeed fully saturated. I'm going to go over here to the income tab. He has lowered the income some at the moment, but these Stalkers are going to push him out of here before he's able to stop the mining at the expansion. And the Protoss player should skyrocket here in a moment whenever these probes get back to work. And I believe that he is going to be at a advantage whenever they do turn in the income resource income. Yeah, whatever. Sorry. I have a little brain fart. But he's going to continue with his Stalker play because that worked for him a lot last game. It looks like he is supply blocked here because these Colossus require 6 supply, which is most of a pylon in itself. Pylon and a Stalker for each. Yeah. The pylon and a Stalker. Colossus and a Stalker equals 1 pylon. So that's one thing that I've always had issues with Protoss, is that the units do require a lot of supply. So you got to constantly be building those probes and pylons, and I fall behind a lot. But that's my fault. My failing is a Protoss, and that's one reason why I don't play him that often. But he has built up on these Mutalisks here a little bit, and the Protoss player is upgrading his ground weapons. He hasn't moved out yet, and I'm surprised because, well, he needs to stop the Zerg player from macroing up. It looks like he's about to build his 3rd expansion. Yeah, he just threw down his 3rd hatchery over here. And the Protoss player needs to deal with that as soon as possible. I don't know if he knows exactly what's going on. I did not see this thing get injured either, but he's moving in his observer to gauge the enemy forces, and he's going to see that he doesn't have much. He has a very wide variety, a very good variety. I like the fact that he's built those Corruptors, because the Corruptors are phenomenal against the Colossus. Wow. And the Zerglings are going to be able to give him a little bit more map control at any given moment. But these Stalkers are going to protect those mineral lines without any trouble against these Mutalisks. Oh, what are you doing, Zergling? Get back on that Zelnaga watchtower. You're out of place. Anyways, he's keeping his forces at the front of his base. There is a little opening here, so he's going to have his best chance for a surround here than most other places, but they do have this ramp here and here to retreat to. So I don't know exactly how well that would work out for him, but this would probably be the best place to fight the Protoss player, as it's pretty much the biggest area in the map that would be commonly used for armies. Another thing that I have noticed about this map, very odd thing. This is one of the new maps that is used for 1 versus 1, and there are no high yield minerals. I was just dumbfounded by that when first time I saw that. There are no high yield minerals. So that just throws me off. But I mean, high yield minerals don't help that much. I mean, they do give you 7 minerals compared to 5, but they have 2 less nodes. So this one has 8 nodes, and a high yield mineral is only going to have 6. So you can fill it up faster, but it's going to end up giving you about the same amount as a fully yielded blue mineral line. But the Protoss player is going to be losing these Mutalisks here, trying to take out this pylon. Is he going to be able to kill this pylon before it goes down? No! The pylon ends with 1 health. So the Protoss player is going to be able to start warp gating these things in. He's trying to go for that surround. He gets a pretty good surround, but the Protoss player was able to blink out of there. And these Colossus are just going to chew those Zerglings up. And he was bringing in these Corruptors, but they were a little bit too late. He needs to catch those Colossus out of position in order to kill them with all these Stalkers here. He's retreated, I think, a little bit too far, but he does have these Infestors. I don't think that he has neural parasite research. No, he does not, but he does finally have enough energy for this fungal growth. Fungal growth is not as useful against Protoss for one main reason. Protoss have shields, and it has to go through the shields first, which is like it totally nullifies, in my opinion, fungal growth. But it does stop them now from the blinking whenever he does use it on the Stalkers. In this major combat here, the Infestors moved in too far and just got wiped out, and all those Zerglings got wiped out, and the Protoss is finally moving in, and he's going to be taking out the creep tumors, but the entire forces of Serenoc have been destroyed. And he's quickly trying to build up more units and get them out to hopefully be able to hold off this force, but I just don't see it. I think that it was another decisive battle with his Stalkers Colossus build from TrickyJello. So he's eliminated his main base, he's going down, he's eliminating his spawning pool, he's gone down, he's coming in with these roaches and burrowing, and he does not have the research for the roaches for the fast heal. And I think that he's just finally realized that there's nothing that he can do now, as he unburrowed those roaches in the middle of the entire army of TrickyJello. So Serenoc does GG out, and he did miss micro a little bit there, but that is going to be the end of this round, and TrickyJello moves on to the next round. And congratulations to both of these players for a very well played game. This is Delita, signing out.